Hello, this is Sabrina from Piedra Luna Tarot 808, bringing you the zodiac reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the first house for the collective, house 1 being the house of new beginnings, being the house of the self or of our ego as well, how we're immediately presented to others, like how others see us, and as well as our range of action in the world where we're more conscious about our decisions. So, this applies for the collective and especially for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So this is for the Libra season. So that would be from middle of September to beginning of October. And we have this two, starting with these two energies of the Chariot on reverse as well as the Ace of Swords on reverse. Better if we look at them in their upright so you can see the nice photos we have here. This is telling me, and then being in the reverse, is that you've been, or that you're going to be called, or the recommendation from the universe right now for end of September and beginning of October is that you don't take any rash decisions, that you don't make any movement forward, decisive movement forward until it is the right time, with the Ace of Swords upside down. That you're holding your horses basically. And of course, Aries has a very fiery energy, and it's a starter, a cardinal. It starts new things. Is the energy, okay, of like the Nike motto of just do it, right? But the calling from the universe, or you're going to be presented with a situation where actually holding your horses and waiting for it to be the right time, the right strategic time, it is what's going to be, what's going to pay off. And it's going to, because it's going to give you a more, with the Page of Pentacles, a more relaxed energy of holding your energy until it is the right time, depending on what are you starting, what do you need to like push forward or push through, which is a very Aries kind of energy. But by embracing this energy where you're actually choosing when you go forward, and you choose to go forward when it is the strategic time to do it, you're going to reap the rewards, because your energy is going to be more easy to work with, especially now that we're going through the energy of the collective feels very much on everybody's nerves because of the economy, because of politics, because of the Cold War that is restarting and being rehashed. Not only is the 80s being rehashed in the 70s, but as well as the Cold War as well. Hopefully we have similar finalizing energies, that we see a very similar cycle where better judgment is what rules. But of course there's going to be lessons on the way. But by having this energy, when you're a very fiery energy and you're a starter, and you might be that kind of energy where you act first and you then you meditate and then you act again. This is an energy of actually, this is, I heard from an astrologer, and makes a lot of sense, of actually doing the opposite of first analyzing, then acting, and then analyzing again. So by having that energy, which is contradictory to the energy that others have, you're going to have a better approach, because you already have your eye on the ball, you know what you want. But in this sense, by canalizing the energy in a more friendly approach, an approach where you seem peaceful, where you seem at ease, where you seem, you know, you're going to achieve. That's the energy of knowing that, being confident in yourself that you're going to achieve victory with the Six of Pentacles, because you know the value that you're bringing and you're comfortable with that. You have enough self-love to be able to not be triggered during this time, and to be able to know that you don't need to be the first in order to succeed. That strategy and doing it in the right time is what's going to pay off for this season of Libra season. Now with these two energies of the Page of Wands and the Ten of Swords in the reverse, I feel again that this is a calling for you for not, yes, you have an idea that you want to pursue, or I don't feel it is. It could be maybe a relationship, maybe. But mostly it's about, I feel it's about projects, about new beginnings. It's about things you want to manifest right now during September and October in the Libra season. And yes, you have all this inspiration of what you want to do, but you have to be careful that you're not being, that your energy is so over the top because you're so excited about this that you actually, it ends up being a very obsessive or overkilled kind of energy, and which might not play well for you. And I asked for more clarifiers about this energy here with the Chariot and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And this is the cards that I got, which is very similar. Here we have to what I'm getting here on this last two of the Page of Wands and the Ten of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands, very fiery energy. It's about following your passion, your instinct, your impulses. And here we have the Tower, which of course is not where you want to end up. So it is again a calling to refrain yourself from not thinking what you're going to say, from not unleashing your tongue like full throttle because you feel like you're, I don't know, like you're a horse without any galloping up the mountain with any and about to fall in the cliff because you're so fired up and you're not thinking through what you're saying. So it is a calling to temper down your impulses, to temper down your fire a bit, to unleash it, because this is about not about not moving at all, but just knowing when to unleash this energy for it to be in a strategic moment. And because otherwise, with the energy that's going on around, we have Mars in Gemini. Mars is, of course, your ruling planet, and Gemini being communication, being like combative. It can turn into combative or irritable, or the communications or even threats. So because of that, just try to fence your impulses so that you're not crashing any towers in your life unnecessarily, or that you actually might even end up damaging the project that you want to manifest. Here I have more cards as to with this, what is the, again, it's showing me the energy of strength. Strength being the card exactly of that, of managing your impulses, of, let me show this too first, of managing your impulses, of controlling your ego as well. So this is not only for Aries, this is for all of us as well. And this is actually great advice for anybody who's starting anything new, because this is the first house of new beginnings. Just to curb your enthusiasm, curb your fire, and so that you're not acting from a place of, not because there's anything wrong with the fire, with the inspiration or the drive, just that it doesn't turn into a wildfire and that it ends up being detrimental to you. So it's just about knowing, of taming the inner lion within, of knowing what are your triggers, and of being more in control of embracing that emperor that you can embrace, Aries, as a starter energy, as an energy of domain as well, because the first house is about dominion as well, of the self and of our surroundings and our place in the world, so that you can get to this place of the King of Pentacles, where or it's actually also that confidence of knowing that you're going to get to be the King of Pentacles, so meaning a manifested king, be it that you're a feminine or a masculine, or whatever energy you identify with, but that you're comfortable with your kingdom, you're comfortable with finances, you're comfortable with how your projects come to termination, or how they actually continue throughout years and become something stable. But it's an energy that needs to be tamed. It cannot be like full throttle energy. It's actually something that you need to go at a certain pace, and not to let go of your fire or to unleash your fire without thinking of the consequences, of course. Because this is also a calling for you, something that is part of your spiritual process for everybody, of course, but especially for people that are which is a great energy. When someone, that energy to start new projects, to start new things, to get things going, that's a very important energy in society, but it also has to have its place. So we might be a little bit irritable as a collective because of the global situation, and of course we want to manifest new things because we want to feel like we have backups, but also be sure that you're not doing it from a place where you're actually being so TNT that it might be detrimental for your projects, or you might lose connections or things might not work out because you're being too aggressive about your approach. Exactly, that's what I'm feeling. And that if it's your calling, if it's something that's going to be in your life path, you don't need to be so over eager about it or so aggressive about it. Here also have more energy about this, here with the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, about defending your turf on regards to what you want to manifest, the luxury, the comfort, or how you want your business or your project to look like as something successful. So you're in that process where you're actually establishing your boundaries, you're standing your ground, and of why you want what you want. And of course, this is a process that it might involve others, it might involve your inner world only, but it is of course a process, as I said, that must be made from a place of more tranquility, of peace, where you know your game, and you don't need to be overly aggressive about it as well. Let's see, and I had here, I forgot these two cards, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, that indeed there's a lot of competition right now in the air, a lot of struggle, a lot of strife, and actually having this energy of the Page of Pentacles, of slow and steady wins the race, is actually going to get you through this energy of so much competition, of so much conflict, because you're actually learning that game. You're already past that test of knowing that how powerful you can become when you do things in small steps, but you're constant on it, and you have the perseverance, and you have the routine to follow through. Here with the Page of Pentacles and the Joker, or what would be the Fool, it's about things that you're planting, and of course you're planting new things. Of course you're planting new things, but you're starting new projects, new endeavors. People might come with you with new propositions about things they can do in a new way from a job, or things that are from your tangible life. So it also can include your daily life as your work life, or can also be relationships or changes in that sense, but that are related to the project that you want to manifest. But as I said, it is because of these two energies. One, like the Joker, where the Fool it's a quick energy, it's about a person, it's about to jump off the cliff, while the Page of Pentacles is just it's a person that comes here with a contract, that comes with a new idea, a new business idea. This could also, the Page of Pentacles also represent like engagement, like romantic or like marriage engagement, because it's a promise of long term. So it is two energies. One that is like a promise in the future of something new, that is something that you've never done before, but it is about it's something that must be meditated on, just like probably like an offer of relationship, of marriage, or even like a contract. You have to go through it and check that that is what you want in order to proceed. I also see if we were waiting for new things like job offers with the Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands, that if you're looking for answers, if you were sent applications, you're going to hear from the people that you wrote to pretty soon during this season, from this Libra season, end of September, beginning of October, that you're pretty close to, with these cards, that you're pretty close to the finish line with the Ten of Wands, and with the Six of Pentacles, which is about what you've been giving your energy to, where you've been dedicating yourself to, So as well, if you're trying to hone your skills, or you've been as well looking for other jobs, or you had a project, you're going to start seeing the rewards. You've actually taken decisions to start something new, to leave the comfort with the Two of Wands, the comfort of what you already know, to manifest with the King of Wands, something that empowers you a lot and that makes you feel like, what more than a manifester? Like you're on top of your game, you're the GOAT. I mean, you made something really successful because you decided to leave the comfort of what you knew to start something new. And as well, that you knew exactly when to unleash this energy because you were careful on your strategy and the momento of your actions. I have here as the last cards, and there was basically giving me a very similar message, but giving me a bit more details as to what could happen in September, October for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, as well as the first house collective of the physical of ourselves. Even our body is also the first house, our image, our how others see us like at a first glance. And so that also includes a lot of things, of course. So it includes our trade, it includes the way we dress, it includes the way we look, it includes the way our personality shows through us as well. That's the first house. So with the Empress and the Five of Pentacles, of course, you've been, well, I guess we all are trying to manifest abundance in these times of uncertainty when we know the economy is going probably to like a 70s crisis kind of thing. And we see that already with the finances. And of course, we want to find that balance with the Empress of that abundance where we feel comfortable. And the Empress is, of course, not only about herself, it's about her kingdom. And also as half of the planet is going into the winter season, fall and then winter season, there's of course this need for preparation for something better. But I feel strongly that you have been directing your energies, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, into being really directive and persistent, that you want to manifest something new. And you're going to, because of that, because you're so, I feel you're also very, you believe strongly that this is going to happen because you believe there's a good reason for it to happen. And there's other cards that are going to confirm that. But because your reasons are good and you're persistent and you have all this drive and you have this belief in yourself, you're going to easily be able to be victorious in this new thing that you want to start, and you're going to start moving forward from the harsh times, from the Five of Pentacles time, into times where you feel you're more of the Empress as an energy of being in comfort and luxury, where you can help others as well. Let's see what else we have here. I have here exactly the Four of Swords in the upright, and again I had the Chariot in the reverse once again, not upright but in the reverse. So this is also telling me that for some people there's of course a need to heal, to take a breather, to rest, and also to plan when it is the next move that you need to make, and to be cautious of not letting those horses run free because you feel the pressure of other things. That if you're deciding to be careful, that when you decide to move forward, you're doing it from a moment or from a place where you're rested, where you're healed, and where you can very comfortably and victoriously take the reins of the chariot that is going to take you where you want to get. And let's see here, I have the Ten of Swords again. So for me, I feel this is along with the Nine of Wands. There's, again, I feel there's a need to be careful, not to overreact, and not to just jump into battle or jump the gun from a place of post-traumatic stress disorder, from a place of trauma, from an unhealed place, because you, we had the Four of Swords here first of a need to heal, because there's good chances that you could mess up, or you could be misinterpreted. Remember, we have a bunch of planets in retrograde, including Mercury, which makes communication be skewed for people to take things the wrong way. And then we have Mars in Gemini, and we have a bunch of planets in retrograde, Neptune, and a bunch of them, like 6 out of 8 of them. So of course that means it's actually, retrogrades are a time to go within and to rest before you actually decide on your next steps on the battle, when you decide when it is the strategic moment to move forward. And with the Three of Wands and the Two of Cups, I feel again that there's, if you're waiting for news about any kind of unions, about job offers, about contracts, that they're going to come in very soon, but that having actually patience on how the process naturally unfolds, and that you, from a distant point, can strategically check when it is the right time for you to jump in the race, of maneuvering that chariot energy with logic, and for it to be in the right strategic moment, you're going to achieve the union or the victory or the way to engage with whatever you wanted to engage. And could maybe, I don't feel much it's romantic, and actually for this reading I have but it could be, maybe it's, if it resonates as a situation where you can't jump the gun with this person very quickly because you don't know them very well, or maybe you feel very strongly about them, yes, then of course use this energy and this reasoning of the Chariot and the Ace of Swords, of being careful not to be too aggressive or too quick in your approach. With the Ten of Wands on the reverse, for me, this is that you're almost there. This is something, so this will resonate for something that you've been working on for a while already, that you've put your effort, or this is something that has to do with skills that you've developed over a number of years, be it academic or being at the workplace. And yes, again, here with the Eight of Pentacles, yes, so it is your skills that you've been developing. And also with the Page of Wands, it also has to do with knowing how to direct your skills, how to direct what you have, what you can offer in a creative way, in a way that is of value and of power and of empowerment to you as well, where you're seen as a creator of change, actually, and like a skilled worker that never ends up their learning. I mean, they're always learning. They're always hunting their tooth. And last, with this very beautiful cards, and I'll put the names of the tarot cards in the description below. Here we have the King of Cups, we have the Sun, and we have the Star. Beautiful, beautiful cards for me. Well, let's start with the King of Cups. It's an energy of people are going to see, you're going to have, for me, the King of Cups, it depends on where it is, but here again is showing us as a godfather, is showing us someone that has your back, as could also be like the universe. It could also be friends or people that really care for you. It could be from a person that actually thinks highly of you, even romantic, or it could be someone that is not non-romantic. They just feel you're close to their heart, actually, and they want to see you shine and they want the best for you. This is also an energy of embracing the King of Cups, of realizing that you are worthy of a lot of things, of healing that any inner wound, so that your ego is not making you act out, and in that way you become very empowered. By loving yourself, you become very empowered. If this resonates for you, Aries, then that's the meaning that you should take home. And if not, then it could be someone that is really helping you out, or the universe or God. And the sun is going to shine bright with the sun and the stars. This is whatever you've been working on very hard, any projects for a job application, that you want things to be better, and as long as you're applying, that you're at the wheel of your chariot, and that you're not being that people don't have any power over you to get you out of your comfortable and peaceful energy and make you act out in an aggressive way, or that they trigger you. Those might be lessons for you, as long as you are careful that you are controlling your ego, and that you know that you don't need to overreact, to be aggressive, or show anybody that the power that you have, because you know that you have it. And actually, if it shows up like in that way, it's going to be like a test from the universe for you. But if you pass the test, you're going to pass it with with the first golden medal, the first place. It's going to be something very hopeful. You're going to feel very happy, and you're going to feel very accomplished about yourself, that you got to this level where you were able, like, you can pat yourself on the back because you did a great job. And not only with your skills and using your skills, but also in the way you were able to control your inner lion. I hope you like that, Aries. If you like a private reading, my info is below. And I wish you a great Libra season. And of course, like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, to encourage more content like this. And if anything resonated, if anything of this happened in your life, of course, feel free to write a comment below. All right, blessings to you, Aries.